we are live. Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. This is Sandra here from SandraStitches, and the host in this group. And let's see if Facebook is my friend today or not, because they like to go crazy. So if anybody is here, just say hi, say hello, so I know that somebody is watching, and maybe Facebook will show me the comments. Oh, I see some people already joining. Great. So say hi, say hello, and I know that you're here. So how are you all today? Hi Connie, hi Sue. How are you all? Just tell me where you're watching from. Beautiful day to crochet. Yes, you know what? Here we had the most. I heard on the news yesterday, they said it was the hottest summer ever. It's incredibly hot. So, and we don't see the end of it. But a little bit I'm feeling the last days it's getting down a little bit, but not enough. So let's see, from Iowa and from Virginia. All right, so let me see. Yes, everybody here. I hope from West Virginia. And I'm in Haifa, Israel, and now it's in the afternoon here. Haifa is in the north of the country, so we are in the middle of the situation here in the north. But West Virginia, another person from Virginia, Connie, and hope you're in the same state. I know states in the United States are very big, and I think Israel is in the size of maybe California, not California, Los Angeles maybe. I don't know how many people live in Los Angeles, maybe 10 million, something like that. We are around 9 million, so, well, now I don't know. Where we are at war, so goes a little bit down. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. We are here today for Meet My Patterns. It's a weekly kind of show, can we call this a show, where I show off my patterns, my designs. So, and I do this because I believe that if you can, you see the PDF, you see the blog post, you see the pictures, you see the photos, you see all this, but you don't see the actual piece, unless I do a lot of videos and show it to you. But I'm not one of those Instagram ladies, girls that go jumping around, even though I do have an Instagram account and I do post there every day. So if you want to follow me there and see what I'm up to there. I'm just telling, basic things about my journey in crochet, and then showing a little bit of my things. So this show, the Meet My Patterns, it's a show. It's a live session where I talk about one of my designs, and I tell you the stories about it, what's going on with it, what stitches, why I decided the stitches, what about the name, if there is a special story behind for the name, or anything we want to know. So today we are talking about this is called the Tuli top. This is a Tuli top. I'll go back a little bit so you can see it. This is a Tuli top, and it's one of my first, like in the first, I think 6 months that I started to design, or something around there, that I designed this top. And it's one of the most liked patterns of mine, because look at it. Tell me in the comments what you think about it. You like it? I'm going to tell you all the stories about it. So, the Tuli top is a really, really, really simple project to work. If you know me and if you follow me for a while, you know that I like simple. I like simple, I like fast, I don't like long projects. So the Tuli top is just two rectangles joined together, right? As you can see, it's open here for the armhole, and it's two long and not so wide rectangles joined here in the middle. Where is it? Here in the middle, right? So these are the two rectangles. Now, what's unique about this design is that I started it rows going like this, right? How do you say it? Horizontal. Horizontal rows, very narrow, like this narrow. And then I went this way and added rows this way to give it a little bit of a flow, to give it some kind of uniqueness, to give it some, a different texture, to do something a little bit different. Even though it's very simple, I wanted to look a little bit different. So I used here treble crochet stitches, which I love also because they are very long stitches and they make a big fabric each row, so you don't have to work many rows. I like quick and simple things. I just get bored when it's too long, too wide, too small stitches. So I like to, sometimes I have in my mind, I have a vision for some design, and I say, okay, I will start it, and I write down what I want to do, and I have this vision, and I start to work it, and then I get bored. And then I say, okay, no, I'm not going to do this long scarf for 1 hour, whatever, because I cannot do it. No. So in the middle, I change it, and I make something else. So I used here the treble crochet stitch here in this part, just rows of treble crochet. Let me see here in the comments. Oh, we have people from Greece, my neighbors. Hi, Anastasia, how are you? And we have people from Texas and Washington and Virginia. And what else? Terry says, very pretty, looks like it would work up very fast. Yes, it does. It really works fast. So I started with the treble crochet stitch, just rows, treble crochet. And then when I flipped it, I continued with treble crochet, but I did these window stitches, right? Like 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles, 2 chains. And then I finished it, so I think it's single crochet rows here. Wow. I'm looking at myself in the opposite side in the videos, in the camera, so I cannot see what I'm looking at. So this is a single crochet. So I finish it with I think it's a single crochet or maybe a half double crochet. I have to look. Let me look in the pattern. Where is the pattern? Okay. Yes. All right. So I cannot see it. Anyway, so just to make yes, I think it's a single crochet row here. So it finishes the armhole, gives it a really nice finish, and also it's easier to join the two parts here, the two rectangles. Very simple. Of course, you can decide the width and the length of this top very easily. In the pattern, I don't give the measurements because it depends on the yarn that you use. I'll talk about the yarn I use here, the yarn, the hook, the tension, you know, everything. But because it's so easy to adjust and to size, so if you want it to be wider, you can start with a wider rectangle here, right, of the treble crochet, and then add this part. You can make this part wider, however you want. I just didn't want it to have such a open, like very meshy part here on this part of the top, so I did it only on the sides. And if you want it to be longer, so of course you add more rows and more rows and more rows and more rows, and then the rectangle is just longer. Very, very easy to adjust to any size that you want to have it. Now, I used here a yarn from Ice Yarns. If you're familiar with Ice Yarns, it's a Turkish company that I used to work with. I used to order from them yarn, but now, because of the war, they are not our friends anymore. So they decided that there is no, we cannot buy from them, and they are not buying from us, okay? Which is bad for them, because Turkey is very, very close country to Israel, and I don't think there is one Israeli that hasn't been in holiday in Turkey for at least 3 times or 4 times in their lives. With the family, with the kids, with everybody, we love going to holiday in Turkey. So that's it. Anyway, this is Ice Yarns, and it's which one of the Ice Yarns? Let me see if I can see in the pattern. It's a weight 3 DK, and I use a 5mm hook. Now, of course, when you are working weight 3, sometimes you use 4mm hook, or 4.5, or 3, whatever you want to use. I like always to use a bigger hook size because I want it to be loose. I don't want it to be very, very, how do you say it? It blew out of my mind the word in English. You know, very, very concentrated. I don't know how you say it in English. Tell me in the comments how you say it. When you don't want it, you want it. The opposite of loose is like this. So I don't want it to be like that, so I use a bigger hook size. And then I have, it's more flexible, it's more tight. Yes. Thank you, Catherine. How are you? So lovely to have you here. Sometimes the words in English just go out of my head, and I just, you know, don't remember how to say them. But it's okay. You understand what I mean. I like it that it's soft and it's not tight, and it can be, look, this design I made like a normal top. You can use cotton yarn and make it like, you know, something for the beach. You can make a dress. If you make it really longer, it can be a dress, and you use a belt or something, it can be a really nice dress. You can make it very, very thick, in thick yarn, like chunky, bulky yarn, of course with the appropriate hook size that you need, so it can be a vest for the winter. You can just make whatever you want from this design. It's just the base of the design. So this is the base of the design. Now I use two colors because, again, I get bored if it's only one color. And I love to combine colors. And I had these two colors from the same yarn. Look at this blue. Can you see the blue here? It's a really, really nice. It's kind of a, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It's a kind of gray with a little bit of blue, and this is kind of gray with a little bit of lilac. So it's not gray, it has a little bit of other colors. So it comes out really, really nice. And I liked the combination, so it worked well for me. And also, usually I work with the yarn that I have at home, and probably I had enough for the top, so this is what's going on. Now about the name. I always have stories with the name. Sometimes I just pick a name. I just ask Google sometimes, give me like names of flowers or names of colors or names of whatever. Now that we have the AI, so I can ask ChatGPT, give me ideas for names, but sometimes I do that. But sometimes I ask in the group, and you give me amazing ideas, so I don't have to ask ChatGPT or just come up with a name from my head. But this was one of my first, like in the beginning of my journey as a designer, so I named it Tuli. And Tuli, you're going to laugh from me, it's the name of our first cat that we have at home. So Tuli is a name that I use for a lot of things. Tuli was a cat, was a white cat. We had it for years. And then we had to leave and go to, we traveled to California for 3 years. So we couldn't take it with us, and so we gave it to somebody else. And since then, and when we came back, he was dead already, so because he was a very old cat. Since then, the name Tuli is, you know, one of my favorite names for things around. So because this was one of my first designs, I named it Tuli, after our first cat. That's the story. It doesn't have anything to do with the top. It doesn't have anything to do with the yarn. This is a blended yarn. I think it's not 100% acrylic. Let's see. Ah, yeah, it's 100% acrylic. Yeah, all right. So feels a little bit like blended yarn. But you can wash it, you can dry it, you can use it, you can, you know, whatever. This is a story of the Tuli top. This is my pattern, this is my design that I wanted to share with you today. You can find the free pattern on my blog, or you can purchase it on my Ravelry if you want an ad-free PDF. But it's also free on my blog, so you can go and get it there. There are some, if you go to Ravelry and look for the Tuli top, so you will see that there are, let me see if I can find it. You will see that there are, I had some testers, or people who made projects, so you can see it in different colors and different, let me see, yeah, different colors and different yarns, so you can get ideas of what kind of yarns you can use for it. But any yarn, let me see, I'll go into Ravelry. Okay, they don't show here, but there are some projects, two projects here, okay. Okay, there's only one project here, somebody did, but I know there were more. Anyway, because I had the pictures, people sent me the photos, and so, let me drink a little bit. Anyway, this is a story about the Tuli top. Now, Connie says, I love that your top patterns are so easy to make and adjust to the size you want. Lots of patterns are complicated to figure out. Yes, I don't like complicated. First of all, because as I said, I get bored. And second of all, because I'm not so good at math. So I cannot, even if when I do simple things, I need the testers. Many times I tell them, please help me to count the stitches and make sure that my counting is correct, because my head is not in the mathematics place. So yes, so and also because I love to give people the opportunity to be creative. And so I give you, this is my idea, this is my design. You can take it as a basic for something, as a base, and make it in different colors and different yarns and different kind of sizes and everything. And yeah, that's what I like. Anyway, so hi Roberta, how are you? You're late, but you're here. That's fine. So happy that you came. We just talked about the Tuli top, and you can watch the replay after. I know if you're in the group, of course you're in the group, so you will see that September we have a lot of events going on. There is my event, my blog hop, the blog hop in my blog, the shawls, the shrugs and wraps that hug. That's how I called it. I wanted something that wraps you and hug you. So each day there is a new pattern, a new free pattern from a different designer. You know how blog hops go. So I encourage you to go and check it out. There is an autumn blog hop for autumn patterns that I participate there also, so it's going on September. There is the blanket, the crochet blanket summit. Some people couldn't register through the link. There is a post in the group. Just click the link. It's an affiliate, my affiliate link. It means it's free. You register for the summit. It's a 4-day summit with lots and lots of presentations of people who teach you all kind of things regarding blankets. Now, I am not a blanket person, so I'm definitely going to be there and watch with you to learn some things. There are going to be there presentations about edging, about sizing, about all kind of things. And it's free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's an affiliate link because there is, of course, you can buy the package to watch the presentations later in your time. But you don't have to. You can watch the presentations the days of the summit for free, and that's it. But if you want to purchase the package, so this is why there is an affiliate link. So try and use use that affiliate link and just grab your free ticket. You don't have to pay for anything. There is a post, I believe today also will be in the group for registering for that event. It's September, I think 19th. So we have time. And today we have a Wednesday $1 Wednesday. if you like my Fiesta scarf, go grab it for $1. It's not free on my blog yet. I don't know if it will be. Not all my patterns are free on the blog. So some of them stay on Ravelry. So I do all these sales and dollar days and whatever so that you can get them in a discounted price. So today we have the Fiesta scarf. Where is it? I want to show it to you. This is the Fiesta scarf. It's a beautiful, beautiful scarf with this beautiful variegated yarn. Again, you can see the window. There is window and there is a crisscross X stitches here, and look at the tassels and everything. So if you want to get this pattern for $1, it's today only for 24 hours. So this is it. Let's see. Is it in person or online? It's online. This Blanket Summit is all online. You register, you get your free ticket, and then you start getting emails telling you exactly for each day who is present, which presentations they are, what time, and each day there is also a, if you want to attend, there is a kind of a Zoom call with the Q&A and everything. It's really, really good. And the best of the best designers of blankets are participating there and giving presentations. She asked me if I wanted to contribute something, but really I told her it's Hortense, the host. Her name is Hortense. She's from Belgium. And I told her, you know, my friend, thank you so much, but I am not a blanket person. I cannot, you know, it's not my thing. So, but I would love to help you promote it, because I think many, many people love making blankets, and there is always something new that you can learn, right? Am I right? There is always something new that you can learn, because there's always something new going on, a new trend, a new stitch combination, a new whatever technique, or, you know, something. So I encourage you to go grab that free ticket and make sure that you can watch the presentations. I think that's it for today. Let's see if there are more questions. All right. So thank you all for coming. I hope you like my Tuli top. And if you want to make it, and if you do make it, please share in the group. I would love to see different colors, different yarns, different, you know, styling it differently, so we can all enjoy it. Have a great, great day, and I will see you next week with a new pattern. Bye-bye.